I'm Jasmine.
I'm Molly.
So today we're going to be doing a video about our first month at college and just sort of what to experience and what we've experienced.
Yeah, and then we're just going to give some like advice and what it's going to be like really.
Yeah. So we're currently in our first year at college.
British college.
And we've just finished our first month. So we wanted to make this video to sort of talk about our first day, how we've been getting on and making new friends, how we've been finding our courses and A-levels. And it's very good, like, because you're doing a BTEC and I'm doing actual A-levels, so either way, depending on what
We've got
you
both
think,
sides of the story.
So it doesn't matter what you want to do, like, you can relate to either of us in this.
Yeah, can I just say we're 16, you start British college at 16 when you finish high school.
Yeah. So our first day of college was it was like the first week of September, and we were on the same bus.
Yeah, I was very nervous.
She was more nervous than I was because
you were excited.
In the summer, like the really long summer you have between year 11 and college, we had like a new student day, so I went to that, but you didn't go to yours. But I went to that, so I
was
already knew
for that as well.
I already knew sort of the bus thing and where you went when you first got there, and I already knew a few people. Yeah, I was just really excited to get there, but you were actually nervous.
I was really, I'm quite a shy person, so I was just like, what if no one likes me? And I was on the bus just...
Yeah, like your classic worries that you're going to have.
Yeah.
And I remember we were at the bus stop and there was a tractor coming down and Molly was that nervous she screamed, "It's the bus!" But it was just a tractor. But you were that nervous. We got on the bus, everything was fine, everyone calmed down. Although our bus was packed, like that's another story, like the bus. The bus is the thing. If your buses change in the first month, it's not unnormal. Like I feel like that happened to a lot of people at one college, so never mind.
There was a lot of people from our town who was going to that college.
So when we went to enrolment to get our like cards and that, which was like a few days prior to actually starting, on the back of your card, because it was like a temporary card, it told you where to go on the first day, and I thought that was really useful. So we had these like allocated rooms that we had to go to. So sadly we were split.
So I was just like, no one's gonna like me, I'm all by myself. So
and our college, like more colleges, is massive. It's huge. It's such a difference from high school. Like you think your high school's big? No. You go to college and it's like 10 times your high school. And especially in our first year there's like 5,000 people, and in the second year there's like 3,000. So there's a lot of people there, but luckily the second year didn't start for like 3 more days, so you sort of get 3 days.
I think all colleges do that.
Yeah, we went to our little rooms, spoke to the people, like the staff who were like
that were fine.
There.
I was like,
that was fine. You get your timetables and you get to know your frees, and I remember we got our timetables and we had a free just right after. Yeah, do you remember? So we were just sort of like looking around a bit, and we went and sat in the cafe and we were just talking, and then there was people who didn't used to go to our school but who we knew who were there, so it was nice to see them. Did we have lessons straight after that?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so we had lessons. So I, at the time, because our college, if you were doing A-levels, you could have done 4 A-levels and dropped 1 at any point or changed them. They were really good with like if you wanted to change your course, if you wanted to change your A-levels, like they were very quick at doing it. So I picked English literature, philosophy, psychology and sociology. So I had each of those and I liked each of those, and the way I found it was just like, for me, it depends who you get on better with. If you're more of a person who gets on better with boys, then go and sit with like a lot of boys, I guess, but for me, I do get on better first with girls. Like I would feel awkward on my first day not knowing these people, just going and sitting with a lot of boys.
Probably.
So I just sort of found a table with quite a few girls, and you do just have to start talking, because there's no point sitting there. Like you might be able to sit there and be silent and someone starts talking to you. You might get away with that, but what if you're sat on a table full of shy people as well?
You want to just go straight into it.
Yeah, you just want to think what, like, if you want friends, you've just got to do it. You've got to put yourself through it.
You don't really have a choice, do you?
No. And like luckily, in my classes, they had a lot of like they called it team building or whatever. So they had a lot of like break the ice sort of thing, so you did have to talk. They'd be like, oh, talk to the person about this and talk to them about that. So that was quite good. And that was in each of my lessons. But yes, that was just my lessons. Enjoyed all of them on the first day, actually. So I made quite a few friends on the first day as well.
So after R3 I went to my lesson, and it was in like a lecture classroom like at uni, and I sat down and then we kind of just got straight into it, like into the course, and we just found out what we were doing. And we did like group games, but they weren't like proper games, it was like questions. And then we got split into 3 classes because there were so many in our class that we had to get split into 3 classes. And then,
Molly does makeup, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot to say that. I do hair and media makeup. So then we got split into 3 different classes, and then we just spent the rest of the day just kind of like getting to know each other, and then just really just team building on the first day, isn't it? It's just like getting to know people in your class. And
oh, and I remember on our first day we had a big assembly. Like, not everyone together, but they split like a lot of people together. It was like 1,000. Like, no, but it was like 1,000 people in an assembly at the time, and then you got to sort of see who like the pastoral care people were and like the head teacher guy, and they just did like a big speech about the college and their expectations of you at the college. So what I found helpful was to try and sit with someone who you just met.
You just gotta get like straight stuck into it, don't you? Otherwise you are gonna end up with no friends. Like, I'm a shy person, like I do not like making new friends, but you just gotta talk to them. And I think it's really, really difficult to talk to people that you don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it's just a good way to like motivate yourself to do it is like everyone's nervous. No one wants to do it.
Everyone's in your boat.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that even if you've made 50 friends on your first day, go in the next day and make more. Don't think just because you've made a handful, leave it at that. Like, make more. Even if it's just talking to random people in the hallway, just do it. Just talk to anyone.
Yeah, that's what you did on New Student Day.
Yeah, I did just talk to everyone in the hallways. And if you come across like you're really happy to be there and like you've got a positive attitude, people will want to talk to you more because they think, oh, that person looks like they'd be nice to talk to.
Whereas if you go, oh, I just don't want to be, and you're complaining,
you sort of complaining.
You're like, as horrible as it sounds, you're making them not want to talk to you. It's just like you're being negative.
They don't know if you want to talk to them or not. And then the second week, everyone's nerves sort of came back up because then all the year 2s were coming. And like it was like, how more packed is this going to be? There's going to be more people on the bus you've got to sort of talk to.
The bus was so bad. Like, how? I don't know.
There were so many people on our bus that now, like a month later, they've split it into 2 because there's just 3 buses. And when the year 2s came back, your nerves do sort of kick in again a little bit, but you don't really see year 2s unless it's on the bus. So it's not a big issue, but you know, if you can make friends with year 2s, do it. I luckily had a cousin in year 2, so I knew all of her friends anyway, so that was alright for me. But yeah, just talk to anyone. And then also that was Freshers Week. I don't know if they do that at every college, but I think they do.
I don't know, I think so.
They do it at uni, but obviously we're talking about college, but I think they do it, or something like Freshers Week at colleges. So when you all go together, they have random things, like we walked outside and they had donkeys there just to sort of break the ice and get everyone laughing. And
they weren't just on for show, you could like go and stroll them.
They had a big rodeo bull in the hallway, like it was mad.
A pizza
van, they were giving out free popcorn, free like Hawaiian necklaces. It was the most random.
Henna, they're still doing henna.
Well, we have like a forum every week.
It's like school forum basically.
Yeah. But you only go once a week for like 15 minutes, and then you have one-to-ones with like a tutor, and I think they do that at any college anyway, you just might not have a forum group, but you have one-to-one. I didn't see the jump as in like the level of how hard the work is. Like, I've still not properly seen it, other than in philosophy, but that's just because it's a whole new mindset. But yeah, I still haven't really found that jump, but it's more the jump of workload that you have.
Definitely.
Even like for you, it's like coursework. We've finished the first month and you've already got so much coursework. I've got so many notes to make, and they're not like, oh, we'll wait for a month and then we'll start doing homework. It's like, no, you get homework from I remember I got homework on the first day. Like, it wasn't a big homework, but I got homework on the first day, so like by the second week it was just normal for you to have homework and like have to do notes, have to revise. You've got to revise the whole way, like with A levels.
Even I do that.
No, it's like you have to revise the whole time you're there. It is a lot, but if you enjoy your subjects and if you're willing to put the work in, then and if you manage it, you've got to really be good at time management. If you're not an organised person, college sort of forces you to be organised.
I'm not organised, but I have to be. Like, you don't have a choice, otherwise.
I'm not extremely organised, but like I'm already like a week ahead of homework in some lessons, like just with notes. So, but I enjoy that, like, because it's just knowing that I don't have that extra stress. Because it's like, if for some reason I fell behind on my notes, it's alright, because it wasn't even this week's homework, it's next week's homework that I'm already doing. So, and like, I always think as well, like, in high school, if you were like teacher's pet, it wasn't cool. But I feel like, and it's not necessarily cool, but it's not a bad thing in college. No one cares if you're teacher's pet. Everyone sort of wants to be teacher's pet. You've got to find subjects you enjoy. If you don't like a subject, you can always change it. Like, I remember our deadline has only just finished for changing subject. Sorry, we've lost track. There was a massive, well, it wasn't massive, but it was a spider crawling on Molly, so we just freaked out. I might put it in at the end if you want to see that. Don't think you're going to not have, like, a lot of work in the first month. You do.
Even if you're doing a course, like...
But get organised, get folders, get notepads, get a diary, what's it called? Like a 2019 to 2020 diary or whatever year you're in. I would say as well, like, don't overthink people's impressions of you. So don't spend hours thinking about what you're going to wear.
It's like, on my course, I know all makeup courses do this. Like, every college you have to wear black. Like, some people make you wear, like, different shoes and stuff, but you have to wear all black. So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to wear that same outfit like every 2 weeks, and because I don't own black clothes. But no one remembers. If you are going to choose my course, which is hair and media makeup, then don't complain about anything, because the teachers probably will be like young girls and they don't take any of your
the teachers really are trying. Like, they are. All they want you to do is do well. If you really don't like the subject, if you're in your first, like, you will know by the first month if you like that or not. I knew by 3 days I was dropping English.
Yeah.
Like, I knew by 3 days. Like, nothing changing me from that, and I'm so happy I did. And your frees, use them. Use your frees. Like, fair enough, if you're feeling stressed, you've done a lot of working lessons, go out, go and get a Mackey's, go and get a drink from the cafe nearby if you've got one. Like, everything, just go and get your lunch if you're really feeling it. Like, don't overwork yourself. Because it is only the first month. You don't want to burn out. Don't
feel like on your frees you have to be with someone constantly.
No.
Like,
I go to the like we have like study zones. That's what they're called. I go there on my own all the time.
On Mondays I've got a free from 11:20 till 3:40. I'm with Jasmine for like 2 hours. But the rest of it I'm just on my own and I'm not bothered. You just get on with your work and the time actually goes so quickly.
Yeah. Bring your charger for your phone. You won't need your charger for your phone.
But just don't think like, oh, people are looking at me because I'm on my own, because they're not.
Make sure you've been organised from day one.
What's raised.
And also with exams and stuff, like even little mini tests, try harder to revise for them.
Yeah.
And if you get a test back and it's not what you wanted, it's fine. You've been there 2 weeks. You only know 2 weeks worth of stuff. They don't expect you to like be getting it twice like the first week. Like, it's not even gonna happen. Like, honestly, don't panic about your grades, but really do try your hardest to get good grades as well. But don't be deflated if you've tried your hardest thinking you're going to get an A star in a test and you've got a D or a C. It's just more to improve on. Just try your hardest to make friends. Don't let things become too stressful, because it is only your first month. So make sure you do but saying that, use some of your frees for work. Don't think I'll do it all when I get home and then get distracted when you're at home. Like, I find it easy to concentrate while I'm actually there, because I'm already in that mindset of I'm here to like learn.
Also, get some sleep.
You
will be knackered.
We have to wake up at 6:30.
You will be tired, really tired, like extremely tired.
We fall asleep on the bus all the time.
Like, it is tiring. Like, you think school was hard, like,
you're not even ready.
You are knackered constantly, so just try and get as much sleep as you can.
Literally, if that means you're turning your phone off at 9 o'clock and going to sleep at 9:30, do it. Just do it, because at the end of the day, you can go on your phone in the morning when you're on the bus, when you're not asleep, because you've had a good night's sleep the day before. But overall, enjoy your experience. It sounds like, I feel like we were really negative, but I'm loving college.
I love it. I love it.
Like, I always say, like, when we're really tired in the morning, I'm not bothered about going to college. I'm bothered about waking up.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake up, but I'm fine to go to college. I don't mind.
It's like sometimes I get excited.
Yeah.
If you want us to make separate videos about like
A-levels
and my course,
we will do that. Like go into more details about what we're actually learning. But I feel like that we should be a few more months in to do that, because then we've got a bigger understanding of what we're actually doing. Because I couldn't tell you.
Right now we're kind of just like going along with it.
Yeah, go with the flow.
Yeah,
definitely go with the flow. So that's all our advice. So if you liked it, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, comment and like.
Yeah, comment and like any video suggestions, whether it's to do with college or whether it's not. You're gonna do makeup. Is it makeup Mondays that you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, Molly's makeup Mondays. I don't know exactly when I'll be filming or what I'll be filming. Yeah. So make sure you do.
We'll probably do story times.
Story times.
Definitely. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Bye. I haven't done that much work in the first. Oh my god! Oh my god!